Hi, I'm Hannah from knitting.com, and today we're going to learn how to do the easiest cast on there is, the backwards loop cast on. The backwards loop cast on is so easy. It's almost too easy. This cast on is a quick and efficient way to cast on your stitches. It's easy to memorize, creates a sturdy edge, making this the perfect technique to learn as a beginner knitter. To start, you'll need to have a pair of knitting needles and yarn. That's it! Make sure the yarn and needle sizes work well together. You can always check your ball band and see what size needles the yarn recommends. Start with 5 to 6 inches of yarn for your yarn tail. That's the cut end. So 5 to 6 inches, you make a slip knot. If you need a reminder on how to do a slip knot, you can find our tutorial on our channel. Here you go. There's the slip knot onto your needles. And then you gently tighten that down. Not so tight that it's stretched or anything. Just tight enough that it touches. The next step, if you are right-handed, you put on your right-hand needle. If you're left, you put on your left. These instructions work for both. For now, I'll show you on the right needle. Wrap your yarn, your working yarn, around the last 2 fingers of your hand, or you can just hold it in your fist. I like to hold it around my fingers. It makes it a little bit more stable. Then you'll wrap the yarn around the outside of your thumb. So again, you've got it kind of going between your fingers, you've pinched it. Then you wrap the yarn around the outside of your hand, like that. Take your needle tip and run it along your thumb up through the loop, and then you drop the loop off your thumb. Just like that. You pull it tight using the other hand. Not so tight that it's stretched, just tight enough that the loop touches the needle. So again, you're wrapping your thumb around the strand, put the needle tip through the loop, drop your finger out, and then pull the stitch tight so it's flush against the needle. And then again, up through the loop, and then you let it go and you pull it tight. And as you're going, you let the yarn kind of slip through your fingers a little bit at a time, so you're always working with the same amount of yarn in your palm. You're going to keep casting on until you have the right number of stitches your pattern calls for, or until you're bored, or until you have enough to do your swatch. And again, remember, you want to keep your stitches loose that they're touching the needle, but not so loose that you're seeing air through. So that's a little bit too loose. I would tighten that down a little bit, but not so tight that it's crammed down on the needle. If it's that tight, you won't be able to knit in it or purl in it the next row. And then we'll look at all of our stitches. You want to make sure they're nice and even. And remember that slip knot stitch you created in the first step, that counts as a stitch in your cast on. So remember to count all those loops to make sure you have the right number and you're all ready to go. And that was how to work a backwards loop cast on. If you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to click the thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Subscribe to knitting.com if you'd like to stay in the loop, and check out our other social media channels. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.